Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a 15-minute bedtime yin yoga practice, a great full body stretch to help you unwind at the end of the day. This is day 14 of the evening yoga movement, so officially at the 2-week mark. I'm so proud of you for making it all the way here. If you're new and have not yet signed up for the full 30-day challenge, I would love to have you do this with us. You can click the first link down below in the description box, or you can also watch the day 0 video for more information. So for this yin yoga practice, I'm going to be using 2 blocks. It's really just for the first pose we're beginning in, which is supported fish. You don't need to have blocks. If you don't have them at home, don't worry. You can even do this whole practice without the support of props, or you can just grab some pillows and couch cushions, whatever you have around. So beginning in supported fish, I like to do this on the second height level of the block. And I have 1 block that's going to go underneath my head and 1 block that goes in between my shoulder blades under my upper back. If you're not using props at home, you're just going to lay flat on your mat. If you're using props, whether it's pillows or blocks, just make sure it's really underneath your upper body and under your head, not under your lower back. And it's up to you what you'd like to do with your legs here. Maybe taking reclined butterfly pose with the soles of your feet together, knees apart, or you could choose to just straighten your legs out in front of you. You can even also bend your knees with your feet flat to the floor for an internal hip rotation. So choose the option that feels the most nourishing to you at this time as a way to unwind tonight. And we'll be in this pose for around 2 minutes. So start to take some deep, steady breaths. Really feeling the expansion in your chest and at the front of your heart. Our affirmation this evening is, I handle my life with joy and ease. I handle my life with joy and ease. And just repeat this to yourself a few times, noticing what comes up for you in that process. If you have your legs in a butterfly shape, you can keep them this way because we're going to move in a butterfly forward fold, although varying it up a little bit. But let's all start to tuck our chin to the chest, and you can press to lift yourself up. Take your time here. And coming into a butterfly forward fold, normally we just fold straight forward, but we're going to add a side bend this time. So you can start first by walking your hands a little bit over towards the left, crawl the fingertips out, and then go ahead and fold on down. Try to still push down into your right hip and the right side of your seat, so you're not completely leaning over to one side. So we want to use as little effort as possible here, making this really passive, really gentle. Surrendering into the pose a little bit more with every exhale. I handle my life with joy and ease. Let's find our side bend to the other side, so you can just stay low and crawl your fingertips, moving your chest and head, everything over towards the right side of your mat this time. Press down into your left hip and left seat as you fold. Slow, steady breaths. There is no need to strain. No need to work or to even overanalyze this. We're just trying to relax. Walk your palms and your chest back to center, and then start to bring your hands in, lifting up inch by inch until your shoulders are in line with your hips, and you can use your hands to bring your knees in. They've been in that butterfly shape for a while. So we're just going to take a little windshield wiper motion here with the knees, really feeling that internal hip rotation as the thighs drop down side by side. Take about one more. And let's make our way into Sphinx pose. So you can move your props off to the side. Won't need them right now or for the rest of the practice, really. And laying on your belly, you want your forearms flat on the ground. So you choose how deep you go in this back bend. We'll be here for about 2 minutes. The further out you have your hands, the less intense this will be. Otherwise, you can walk it in to get a little bit deeper into it. Think of rolling your shoulders back, pushing a little bit into your pubic bone so that you're lengthening through the lower back. And you can play around a little bit with the distance between your heels. Think of dragging your heart forward, finding length, not so much concerned with height. And go ahead and lower down. You can just flip over onto your back. And go ahead and bend your knees. Widen your feet so that they're a little wider than your hips, more so towards the edges of your mat. And you're going to drop both knees over towards the right. This might be enough for you if you're already feeling a pretty nice pull. We're looking for an internal hip rotation. If you'd like to add on, you can always cross your left ankle over the top of your right knee. If this hurts your knee in any way, please leave it out. Instead, you can just do a more traditional laying spinal twist. And I like to also reach my right arm up overhead just to find even more length through that side, but whatever is best to you. Carefully uncross the ankles, and we're going to float the knees back up, setting ourselves up for the other side. So with your feet wide, this time both knees drop over to the right, and you might just stay here. You can do instead a traditional twist, or you can bring your right ankle over the top of your knee and maybe stretch your left arm up overhead. So this is just a different way of working the psoas, of opening up through our thigh. You might also be feeling this deep in your glute, which is normal as well. I handle my life with joy and ease. Uncross the ankle, lift back up, And then just whatever feels good to you, either straightening both legs and reaching your arms up overhead, or it might feel more nourishing to pull your knees in towards your belly. Just take a moment here to recalibrate. And we'll turn to one side, come up and take a seat. Sitting up nice and tall, let's join our hands at the heart and close this evening practice with a chant of Om one time. Inhale to chant, big breath in. Namaste. Thank you so much for doing this bedtime yin yoga practice with me. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how this went for you and use the hashtag good evening so I know you're part of this evening yoga movement. I'll see you again tomorrow night. I would love for you to just take 5 minutes and do this affirmation meditation. Please do subscribe to my channel to support free yoga on the internet. You can do so just by clicking the subscribe button right here. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.